A Texas mom is threatening legal action after her son was targeted by classmates for his peanut allergy. Carter Mannon, a varsity football player at Central Texas High School, is severely allergic to peanuts. He can die if exposed. And his teammates allegedly knew it. They had asked if his allergy could kill him, to which he said it absolutely could. Then his teammates put peanuts in his locker. He broke out in hives. Thank goodness he survived. The school district claims that they addressed the incident with the teammates, but school officials decided the incident was not bullying. The kids involved were disciplined by being benched from some football games. And Carter's mother says this is not enough, saying the teammates were very aware of how the stunt could have hurt her son. We did reach out to Lake Travis Independent School District for comment, a spokesperson telling us the district is withholding comments until the entire process is complete. Joining us now is Carter's mother, Shauna Mannon. Shauna, I appreciate you taking the time tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Shauna, tell us a little bit more about your son and his allergy. How dangerous was this scenario that these other students orchestrated?
It was extremely dangerous. Carter has had a peanut allergy since he was 9 months old, is when we first found out. And if it were to touch his eyes, nose, or mouth, then he would go into anaphylactic shock.
I know this is something he carries an EpiPen for. Has your son had any lasting impacts on his health since this incident? And how does he feel having been targeted by his teammates like this?
His reaction, fortunately, was hives in this situation because it just touched his arm. So no long-term medical effects in this situation. I think more than anything, it's taken quite a mental toll on him, especially since it was his teammates. It's been a rough ride for sure.
You know, the district has decided not to pursue any further action in this case, claiming that the criteria for bullying was not met here. What do you think about that? How do you and your son feel? How did you feel when you learned about that decision?
It was really disheartening, to be honest with you. We went through quite the process to get to that point with the grievance process and investigations and so forth. What we've learned from this is that there's a gap. There's a need for improvement, and we're going to work on redefining the definition of bullying in the state of Texas. We're also going to look into creating a new law for kids with allergies, adults as well, but specifically kids with allergies that prevents them from attacks like this. And if it were to happen, God forbid, then there would be specific consequences, and there should not be gray areas with food allergies.
I think a lot of people kind of make light of peanut allergies in particular, and the steps that people have to take to send their kids to school with special lunches, et cetera. Really, very clearly here, what could have happened that day to your son?
Well, it was just a very close call. And I think that that's the thing that's so scary with peanut allergies is it is typically so severe, and it's a matter of life and death for most of the kids with peanut allergies. He had a water bottle in his locker, a helmet with a face mask, with a mouthpiece and everything. If it would have gotten on any of those things, then he would have been in the ER without question. He was told when he was little that he has about 5 minutes before he needs to get that EpiPen in his thigh. And that's the kind of thing that you're looking at whenever you're dealing with a peanut allergy.
Yeah.
It's very severe.
Shauna, with the short time that we have left, should these students face legal consequences?
They deemed it not criminal. I would have liked to see a lot more accountability held. Unfortunately, there was bullying afterwards, which was a result of not having enough consequences. My belief is. So I think that there should have been harsher consequences, yes.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.